Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate continued the sudden onset of chaos against the Lightning Sentinels, finding a few blows harder than others. Through the fray, finding every single member down for the count and desperately gripping onto life at one point or another, you banded together and through a few smart tricks and relentless last-ditch effort attacks, you vanquished the Lightning Giant, guiding it to a merciless end. Soon after the skies returned to a dark meridian blue, the stars beginning to lightly show, it all hit you. You had lost your captain, and she put up a good fight but was overpowered by the forces against her, and she had perished and flew away as a small cloud of ash amidst the attack. Theron and Tara went down to inform Briar soon after. Theron was extremely furious with the crew and their allies for not aiding any of you. Gerald and Ralof stayed above the deck for a few moments and waited for the crew to return. Now, after Theron had spent some time drinking with Briar, they both approached all of you, sat on barrels and empty crates in a small circle on top of the deck, with the crew, the Pladrine, and all of you sitting around, all facing a beautifully decorated raised fire pit. Just as the thought of food came to you all, Brian made the decision against his late daughter's rules to allow Seabiscuit, the stout husk of a beholder, out of her kitchen prison. And as she came up sheepishly, she found a seat next to Theron, and after a few words of encouragement, she had found, possibly for the first time ever, friends.
Oh, friend.
And this is where we pick it up. So, as all of you find yourselves sitting around in this circle, the fire pit gently flickering off. You see the Pladrine enforcers just sitting, but still almost, hands clasped in front, almost standing down, but still at attention. You see, as all of you sort of lean in or look around, you see Plenty is kind of like partly like on a small crate, but one hand on the floor, just to make sure he doesn't put all of his weight on. And in the moment, as you all look around, you just hear it.
Oh, my seat broke.
You're still taller than me, almost like that.
You're just small.
Yeah. Sneak into little places.
Is there any alcohol anywhere? Or is there already alcohol being...
I think the bottle of Fibre and whiskey that Tara
It was almost gone.
the Briar brought up it's down to the last few swigs by now.
Could you buy brought two more? And I'll pull out the two out of my little bag.
And you see the Pladrine just don't look phased at all, just very straight faces and looking off into the fire pit.
We have any glasses?
Or just swig and swap.
I choose not to.
And you hear Seabiscuit straight away. Glasses. I'll get them.
Awesome. Get one for yourself.
And you see the big eye begin to just dart around the large beholder body, and
I'll just stop her right there. I'll be like, Seabiscuit, stay here. I'll go get them.
She's already.
Right. Oh, okay.
Although every step that she makes, not only do you hear the slight little, like the pitter-patter of the severed tentacles, but you also hear a weird moistness.
Like the tentacles sound, or like something just wet hitting the floor?
A little both.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm turned on or disturbed by that. Tyran, obviously you're turned on, but interesting choices.
I think
Hey.
she is fascinating.
I don't try to judge.
Clearly, you have an eye for her, you could say.
Oh, shh.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Fair.
Making the sounds.
Fair play.
You all hear just come down from the mast, and you see Kurid is like latched with his legs from the top of the mast and is coming down, and he just gets to all of you.
Was that a joke?
It was.
As he just like rears to the side and settles down.
Oh, I have an idea. Tara, pass me one of those bottles.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, grab that, and then I'll pull out the winter kettle, and we're gonna pour some of the fire brown whiskey, and then heat it up, and just see what it tastes like.
Okay.
Hot.
All right.
It depends how hot it gets, because it'll burn away the alcohol.
You know, a light boil and then stop will be,
Okay, there you go.
like what I've done with this mulled cider. It works well.
Seabiscuit returns with another small tray, and there's just an array of wooden cups, a couple little brass goblets, no glassware, but you do see a small array of a variety of different cups as she quickly just
And I'll take some off it, and I'll just take some off it to pass out.
Friend, help me.
I just look at her and give her a quick wink.
She instantly turns away, and you just hear her go,
Handsome.
and she just like scuttles over, and you see a couple of the
And then I
Pladrine just grab a wooden cup each, and Marg leans forward.
So what are we celebrating?
I'm definitely gonna throw the kettle at him.
roll a ranged attack. Just
and
add
as
your
he's
dex.
doing that, I'm going to use momentary stasis on him to
Okay.
hold him in place.
Okay.
Well, that was
with
a
advantage.
20 non-natural.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I suppose if we have any advantage,
Yeah.
it's still non-natural 20.
Okay. You see Marg like raise his like empty cup just as he asks, and actually wait, hold on, what is it? Wisdom save for momentary stasis,
Yeah.
or Constitution?
It'll be. Oh bollocks! It's been a
What is
while.
its constitution?
Yeah, because I want to say Con.
Because I remember it being on
Gromush.
yeah.
And
Yeah, Constitution 15.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh mother!
fair play.
Well, looks like I didn't need the advantage at least.
No, you see
No.
you see Theron just flicker his hand towards Mog, and he almost like stops for a second.
What was that?
And he just gets smashed in the face
Just
by
so
the
not
winner
time.
kettle, just off of the barrel, and you just hear.
Sorry, Brian.
And in his mind, he'll just hear me just go, "We're not celebrating. We're mourning."
And you just
Idiot.
you just see Brian look.
I'm glad all of us are together and happy and friendly.
I'll go around and put bits of the drink in everyone's cup.
As you do, you see a Pladrine on either side of Mog.
Yeah.
They just, without looking, they just both almost simultaneously reach down and just like drag him back up onto his barrel.
Nice.
Oh, look at what you've done now, Mug. You've wasted some of the firebrand whiskey. I gotta pick up the
I
kettle.
didn't waste anything.
It's all over the floor by you. Jesus Christ.
And you just see one eye permanently closed for a little bit as you're squinting, and
like
huge
a
red mark and bruise around.
Is there a red marker where the kettle would have been boiling?
Yeah, just all across here, across the side of his face and up to his forehead. It's just bright red, and it's going to be a gorgeous blister in the morning.
Lovely.
Good.
Dude.
So,
I'm going to top up a little bit more of the kettle again and redo it.
And as you pour out,
Yeah.
So, anyone have any nice words?
Well, you knew more. Is there anything that you guys want to say?
and you see Mog and I'm drawing a blank.
Pigeon food.
Pigeon
maybe?
food, thank you. Just
nice.
look to each other. As you can tell, I'd say Theron definitely now, and
Of course.
Gerald. You notice as Tyro kind of addresses more of the crew, the Pladrines still remain unfazed by anything, still listening and paying attention, but just not acting on anything. And
What? Just how unfazed they were with lightning elementals coming on board the ship and letting us deal with it, whilst not doing anything.
yeah, pretty
No,
much.
because they were underneath the ship. So they didn't
But
see.
Theron and Gerald, you both notice that the crew that look to each other is now just Mog and Pigeon Food, and you notice they have no interest in looking over for Seabiscuit's approval or input. But Pigeon Food just looks and,
Well, she was a good captain, and, well, she went before she was supposed to.
See that?
and she then just like turns straight to Mog, and Mog like finds his cup that's been knocked over when he got smashed in the face with a kettle, picks it up.
Yeah, so, Mido was my bestest friend, and albeit we had our differences, she was always there when we needed her. And she was...
You see Mog just like kind of give you like the side eye Theon for a second.
She was an amazing person with a great heart.
It's anybody else's nose bleeding.
And, I hope I can make her proud in her stead.
I'll just stop you with bone, not a cause for that. Tomato.
And
Tomato.
you see Mog just nod and go to drink, but
Here on smirks.
Never have I met someone risk their life immediately a day after meeting us. She stayed, probably knowing that great harm could come to her.
It's
I
a
admire.
possibility.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Mido.
I liked her a lot. I didn't talk to her. But at least she wasn't weak, like some people here.
Tomato.
Mido.
Theon's liking this drinking theme.
I'm very sure that she will be a welcome addition past the Astral Gate. And may she always be in our minds, for as little or as long as we knew her.
Tomato.
Mido.
And as I say that, I'll look at him with curiosity, because he mentioned astral and gate, and I'm after some stats with the term astral in it, so I give him a curious look.
he doesn't look back.
I know, it's fine. And I do know, because in my perception. Passive perception.
The food is really nice.
Yeah, I just thought,
Well-
DM, what food are we eating?
Mido.
Tomato.
Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw for me. And the food you're eating is it's more reminiscent of pork belly. Very light greens, like a little bit of lettuce just to accompany it, and some dried like beef jerky.
Yeah.
But you're all surprised with the seasoning on the pork belly and the jerky. It's fucking
It's all
incredible.
about the seasoning.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like for those of you who saw the kitchen, who saw the little pantry kitchen, you would not believe that something like this food would come out of that.
Was it Seabiscuit who's done all this, Brad?
Mm-hmm.
The Seabiscuit.
See you, biscuit.
And she just like shrinks into herself more.
I rolled a 12 plus 2, 14.
Okay, so 14, Gerald.
15.
5.
Sorry, go on.
15. What did you get? A 10?
5.
5. And Rayloff.
12.
Okay.
I did not roll high.
Anyone who got a 12 and below, you're starting to feel a bit tipsy. Not blasted. Shut up. Not blasted drunk, but you're feeling a little bit giggly.
You're on the skinniest of everyone.
Hey, who wants to try the heated fire, man?
I'm
Is it already
already.
heated?
I'm ready for a cup.
I'll actually pour him one. I'll throw in the kettle. I'm
Peter is
alright
extra
now.
hot for him.
You see him. You notice it takes a lot longer than everyone else as he just over and over.
Can I use prestidigitation to like heat it up even more? Let me have a look.
I want to do it.
It can't cause harm, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, just boil it to 100 degrees so the moment he thinks it's cold
Hey.
enough, it's down.
Hey, technically, I'm not harming him.
Yeah,
He's
you're
the one
harming
who's
the wolf.
using. Yeah, he's harming himself by drinking it.
The moment
Actually-
he thinks it's cold enough, he
Nah,
boils
it's a
water.
harmless sensory effect, but otherwise it just says you chill warm or flavour up to 1 cubic foot of
Oh,
non-living material.
warm. Yeah, it's
Warm
not
would
boiling,
only
is
be
it?
like
Mm.
from room temperature to slightly warmer.
Okay then, I'll
Make it
make
taste like
it.
shit.
I'll make it even colder,
Okay.
so it isn't even warm at all.
So as he's
Practically frozen.
and you see the steam rising and blowing off in wisps. And as he goes to drink, Theon just pushes the prestidigitation over, and instantly you see Mog's face like go from happy raised eyebrows.
What happened to my drink?
I know. Is this special whiskey?
And he just looks towards you, Theon.
It was quite expensive.
I sort of hold my cup out to Gerald.
Oh. Here you go.
I'll just wink at him. I'll just.
You know, I've had enough of this from you.
And he throws his cup down and stands up, and you see his like really slim, lanky, drain pipe like body stand up and just go and stand in front of you, looking down at you.
I've had enough of all this teasing. Stop!
And I told you not to talk to me again. If I recall.
Well, if I recall, I'm the captain now, so you better respect me.
How about you start respecting the memory of your dead captain?
Then
Right
stop
now.
teasing me and doing these things. We're trying to
Well,
mourn, Dick.
Okay, let's put it up to a vote. Who found this funny?
You see all the Pladrine keep their arms down, and you see Pigeon Food keep her arm down, and Briar.
Oh, motherfuckers. Alright. I apologize.
Yeah, so you should. Piece of shit.
And he wanders back over to and sits on his barrel.
Now that the tension has slowly gone down, before anyone starts throwing each other overboard, is there anything we would like to share with each other while we're all together?
I have a saying back from where I come from. Heavy is the rain and tears that fall. For tonight, we mourn Mido.
And you see
Mido.
Briar raises a cup.
Mido,
Mido.
I want to thank all of you for doing your best to protect my little girl. Not that she needed protecting, but I just want to thank you for being there.
My pleasure, old man.
I suppose you may want to hear. It was very fast. And by that respect, probably very painless.
Well, at least there's an upside.
Sorry, it's the only words I can think of saying for you right now.
I understand. There isn't really much else to say.
No, there really isn't. So, Briar, is there anything that you could? Is there any stories that you could share about Mido, or maybe your past adventures, or?
Well, Mido is her last name, as it is mine. But
And he just readjusts himself.
L'Ariel was an adventurous girl, and when she was younger, she used to drag me all over the town, and I don't know if any of you have ever been to Riedra, but it is a very large kingdom, and I think my knees were probably giving out by the time I was 50.
Wait,
And
how
there's
old are
been-
you now?
How old do you think I am?
51?
And you see Briar actually smirk towards you.
I was definitely going on the 80 side.
Sarah, I never knew you were the charmer.
I do not have to shake my head to look back at Brian.
You all flatter me. Near the next solstice, it will be my 113th birthday.
What?
Very good.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
Now that we've got my age out of the way, well, we lived in Riedra for a while.
Where's that? Sorry. Where was that? Sorry.
Riedra. And things changed, and we were not sent away, but we were advised to leave.
Oh, a little bit of trouble back home, eh?
You could say that. There was a group. They were crazy fanatics speaking about the light burning brightest and forever shining and all of that, and there was never any sense for it. So we decided as I guess you could say the opposing group of people. We left Riedra. Now it's I think it's now the Broken Kiln Sprawl, which are small sets of islands west of Pledrine and Telsoma.
Pink Kiln.
Broken Kiln.
Yeah.
I had to take her with me to different places. I worked for a lord for a while, as his
What's he called, Lord?
Lord Zoratesh. And we were there for a number of years. I had been there before for a few decades before I met her mother, who unfortunately didn't share the same faith as us. So we had to part ways to a degree.
Yeah. You get a lot of that
Mm.
with those pesky gods.
Well, it was a difficult time, and soon after we left Riedra, and working for Zuratesh, it was enlightening and some of the best work I've ever done. But
What kind of work are we talking about? Adventure work?
My adventuring days were over before I met Lariel's mother.
What was her name?
We don't.
Okay.
Her name,
I'll leave it.
just like her, is in the past and forgotten.
Fair enough.
But
I know that better than most.
But my adventuring days, they were a lot of fun. I didn't really find what I was looking for, but my allies were interesting. I did fall in love, but that's fun. Funnily enough, that's where me and Lariel's mother met. So it was an amazing time. But we fell in love, had Lariel, and then some usurper came and took my place with her. It was very tough.
Who could usurp you?
A
Just saying.
a very
I reckon you were quite the charmer back in the day.
as it may have been, but I was no match for a handsome changeling. A face like gold and a voice like silk.
Well, that does sound pretty intoxicating.
Well, it took my love away, and from what I heard, they continued their adventures as I was pushed to the side.
You had little Mido, though.
I had Lariel, which I wouldn't change her for anything. But I would have hoped that Her mother, I would have hoped that Brandy would have come with me.
And you just kind of see his like eyes drop to the ground for, as he has been talking outward to all of you. This is the one moment where you just see he drops his eyes.
I just shout up. Anyway, guys, Tomato.
Yeah.
And mentally, I'll just go to Gerald and just be like, play something a bit more upbeat.
Joe's gonna think about the thing. He hasn't also toasted on the last couple. Just going to. It's going to try and just play it. He's going to bring out the flute, and is going to try and play something slightly more upbeat from that. Because he's thinking the violin is just too somber of an instrument, and the drums is a bit too happy.
Okay. Alright, roll a performance check for me.
That's 19.
19. Okay.
No, wait, 20. I've got +1 again. No, on that. Yes.
Alright. You begin to play, and it is a lot more cheerful. It is a lot more upbeat than the mood before. Still somber-ish, but a lot happier and just more fitting of to put smiles on people's faces and ease the tension.
Yeah. Maybe the level of green sleeves goes, where it's not quite happy.
Yeah. And you all begin to tuck into your pork belly and jerky. And
I sit next to Briar.
You can.
I think I'm already there anyway.
You are, yeah.
I'll just whisper over to him. I'll just be like, so, what was that uniform down below that you were looking at?
That was my girl's.
Okay.
I had it specially made for her when she told me she wanted to sail. I think she only wore it once, just to make me happy.
Wasn't the type for that kind of stuff. I get it.
Anyway, if you'll excuse me for a moment.
And Brian gets up and begins to head over to the bow of the ship.
I'll just quickly mentally chuck him. If you need me, you know where I am, and that's it.
And you just see his hand.
And just nod.
A small break through the music. Just so, anyone cards? Go back to it. So.
If you want to play cards, that's fine, but, you're gonna lose.
Oh. I will play you and play this flute to still beat you. Well.
Oh, yeah? Well, get him down then.
I'll bring out the cards and I'll... What's it called? Will you allow me to use the telekinetic thing for this? Because technically we haven't had a long rest, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
I will activate the invisible mage hand to hold the flute so that I can have my hands free.
Okay. I like it.
Still be able to dish cards out, look at them, and still.
All right. Right now.
So who's making bets?
If I'm betting on Gerald.
Yeah, pause it. You can't make bets on everything I do.
For you, this one I can.
Fine.
Okay, I'll put in a gold on. I forgot his name already. What's his name? Plenty of fish. I forgot his name.
Plenty.
Food.
Or you know
No, who's playing?
The goblin woman, pigeon food.
Pigeon foods.
Oh, pigeon food. That's the one. Yeah. I'll put a gold on pigeon food.
I'll put a gold on. I'll put a gold on Gerald.
Okay, I'll put 2 gold.
Is
No.
anyone else joining
That's a
first?
lot.
Okay, 5 gold.
I like cards.
Come on, Grumbush, you can do this.
Okay.
Watch out, he's a fearsome counter.
I'm just gonna hold back and not join. I'm just gonna observe.
You see Growmush, like, as he's like looking around and looking at everyone watching, he picks his head up for a second, looking over to you, Theron.
Are you playing weak boy?
I'm not playing.
Weak.
I'm not in the mood to lose.
And he just turns his face.
While I'm observing, I'm going to pick up the destroyed chair that Growmush has destroyed, and I'm going to use mending to
Okay.
mend the chair back.
Okay. So you get the small crate and you begin to just
Yeah.
line up
Yeah,
the pieces
while
and
I'm
begin
kinda
to
like,
mend along the crease. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I won't. No, I'm not going to do what I was going to do.
Alright then, Gerald's good to start shuffling the deck, and as he's going through, he's going, we'll just play a quick 3-hand poker, and we'll go for 3-round wins. And but as he's doing this, he's gonna like try and do that general shuffle thing where you start like flicking the card between two halves and doing shit like that with it as he's going through.
Okay. Are you doing a genuine shuffle or a fake?
Yeah, I'll do a genuine shuffle on this.
Okay.
You know what? I'll join as well. Why
Because
not?
I'm not losing money, essentially. Everyone else is.
Yeah, I'll join.
I think your microphone is on webcam as well.
Webcam.
Rayloff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's Gerald, Rayloff, Growmush, and Pigeon Food playing.
That's the one.
Okay, so everyone's going to roll 2d6s, and basically whoever has the highest total wins the round.
Alright.
10.
That's 10 on Pigeon Food. And Growmush, 6.
I got a 9.
So,
Round 2, come on.
okay.
Me and you.
You and me, alright then.
That's a 5 this time.
7.
Oh,
Pigeon Food.
I hold my hand out and like, Terror, come on.
It's at him like he did the kid.
Yeah.
Gerald, I'm not betting on you anymore.
I never asked you to.
Can I flavorfully use time magic to slow it down so I can catch it?
No.
Oh, swift try.
Oh, no.
I'll just pick it up then. Still goes in my pocket.
Why am I not winning? I counted.
Still wasn't quite enough. You'll get there next time. I'm going to do one more round, and this time I'll try and stack the deck so Growbush can win.
Okay. Pigeon Food notices nothing. So, Pigeon Food, 5.
And then I get... Oh, cool, 4.
Alright, and Growmush,
Terror, Terror. I bet a gold on. I'll bet a gold on Growmush.
I'm not betting any money on anyone.
Growmush gets a 9.
He actually does.
I also got a 9.
You see Growmush?
7. 9. 9. I win.
I got a 9 too, buddy.
No.
Second round. You got another chance.
Come on. Yes.
And
Very close.
Why don't
roll
you
the
two
cards
have-
again.
Why don't you two have a bout to see who wins?
Shut up. I'll win.
7.
Oh.
Oh, Christ.
Oh dear.
I don't like cards.
And he just stands up, kind of knocking the small little like crate, not over, but does nudge it with one of his feet as he steps away. And you just see his eyes, his blood boiling, staring at you, Theron.
You did this. tricks.
Not this time.
Wait.
And I'm still smirking time.
And he
Out of
turned,
interest, Gromash, where were you when Mido died?
and he goes over to you.
Military status. It's Constitution, he'll win, but
That's a 14.
15. So holding in place.
He just.
I think someone should stop this before he gets to him.
Yes,
How long does
Well-
momentary stasis last? A turn, right?
I do,
6
actually.
seconds.
Yeah.
Basically, you have enough time to move.
Make yourself
Yeah.
Yes, scare if you're on.
5, 4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up
3.
and just sort of
If I'm
press
not
my
there,
hand
I'm happy,
on
so-
his shoulder, on Gromush's shoulder.
I'll be taking my hands out. I'll just be like, I haven't done anything this time.
as
Do what?
he
Yeah.
breaks out the stasis, and Rayloff, you have
What, hold it?
No, you have
I'm
your
just-
hand on his shoulder to try and calm him down, and instantly, and he goes over to Theon, grabbing you, and just lifts you up, and like looks towards the side of the ship.
What was Boss saying now?
I'll just be like, it still isn't me, Gromash. I haven't done anything.
Shut up! Wait!
And he goes over to the side and just begins to like hold you over the side of the ship. Is anyone doing anything?
Yeah, could I use the mage hand to just shove at Theron to push him back? Theron, you can fail the save, essentially. It's a save, but you can willingly fail it, if you wish.
Is it invisible though?
Yes.
I won't know without it setting me.
You'll feel a magical force
something
pushing
pulling
you.
back.
Yeah, you'll feel a magical force pushing you. Do you give in?
If you want to save against it, it'll be with disadvantage since you are held aloft.
Natural one.
Yeah, no.
You see
That
Theon's
pulling
body.
you back.
You see Theon's body, like get shoved backwards, almost pulling Gromush with him, and as like Gromush like kind of rears, like kind of dropping you with one hand and holding on with the other, and just holds you up to his face, like just dragging you.
You're not staking away from me. Rat!
Gromash. I don't even know you. Stop being so fucking angry.
Stop being weak!
Stop being weak. Stop being weak. You know nothing of my past.
You got her killed!
And he's just going to launch you into the mast. Is there anything you want
As
to
he
do?
does that, yeah, I fucking had enough. Fucking cunt.
Nice.
That's a 13 to throw you towards the mast for strength. If there's anything you want to do to rival that.
Curious. What do I do?
Is anyone else doing anything in this moment as Theron is getting hurled across the deck?
No, he's only at the what's it called? Only at the mast,
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
off
say,
the
as long
ship.
as he's not taken off the ship.
The only problem is,
Catch him.
Kind of stop mending.
I'm gonna try and catch him.
Catch
okay,
Theron.
I'll let.
Because in my eyes, I'm to try and, as if he's trying to go off him. I'm trying to stop him from being thrown off the ship.
Okay, so you're like goalkeeping for the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So yeah, you quickly dart over, like
I would assume that he would have tried throwing him off, and not realizing
yeah,
he's just
he's
throwing
going for
him
the
at
mast. Okay. All right. So you
Let's try
you
and
go
catch
goal
him, let's try.
you go goalkeeper on the side, but the mast is in front of you. And in the moment of Gromush launching him, it is pretty quick for you to quickly get over to where he's being thrown.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you position yourself just in case Theron were to fly past the mast. Theron, are you doing anything?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try and rival the launch at all?
Yeah, go on then. I'll give it a go. Might as well.
Okay, alright, so roll a acrobatics check for me. That'll be against his strength.
Acrobatics, what is this?
Next.
13?
13. You try and like kind of open up your body a little bit to not basically corkscrew straight to the mast. But that then causes you to kind of fling around like a spiral and crash against the mast. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh, I can take that. That's fine.
as your body slams and wraps across the mast before sliding down and dropping to the ground. And you just feel like you might have popped a rib. And everyone hears that slam, and the air is still filled with the grunting and the huffing.
I'll just put my arms out again.
I'm just.
And he's going to go up to you.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna
as he comes within 10 feet of me, I'm going to use my last level 3. Oh, did you use all my level 3 slots?
No, I
Or
didn't
not?
use them.
Because I've got one left. Right. So as he comes into, oh no, actually it's an area, so I might not even be able to use it because it might hit other people.
I'll put on some
Well, I
proper
would
music for
You
this.
do it anyway if you want.
I would also say I would, as I see Graham was going towards him, I will just go to him and just go. Right, enough, both of you. I assume this would probably be before 10 feet.
I'd say just about. Is it?
Probably just before it.
Okay, I'll say roll an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Sure.
I do have a question related to wild shape. If I've seen an animal and it's coming up as giant of an animal that I have seen, can I
Yeah,
just enlarge
yes.
my
Yeah.
Cool. No worries. I'll stand closer towards the side of the ship then.
Okay. With
Any size.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Or whichever's closest.
Okay, if you'd be at a starboard.
Not a problem.
Theron, what are you doing?
Very quick look.
And Rayloff, what did you roll?
Would have been a 20.
Okay.
Not natural 20.
Okay. Who's in a 10-foot area?
I'd say
Well, it'd be me.
right now it'd be Rayloff, you, and Gromush.
Fuck's sake! So I can't do anything basically again. Fuck's sake.
Means whether you listen to Rayloff as well and stop.
I'll just I'll just cast fucking Scorching Ray.
Okay, so roll those 3 attacks for me.
3 attacks. 10 for one of them.
What was it, sorry?
10 for one, he
10
said.
Okay, misses.
14 plus 7 for the next one.
That does it.
And a natural 20 for the third.
That definitely hits. So roll
I'm six
for
to the
roll for
first.
2 of those.
Yeah. As this is happening, be picking up the cars that some had just fallen off. I've never been to a funeral. Did they end up like this?
I do think they do, but if I can hear it anyways from that distance.
Yeah, you will have.
I don't think they do.
You see Pigeon Food just look to what's happening and look over to the Pledgerine, who are still sitting down, and she just like looks to all of you
This was your plan, wasn't it, eh?
And she just pulls out a small dagger.
Who's this?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is you first?
I had
This
no
is
idea.
why you wanted coming onto our ship, yeah?
Calm down.
And she's just leveling with you, Gerald, now.
Yeah. Like, I had no idea what this is. This is just something.
As you hear Rayloff tell everyone to stop. And Rayloff just from behind you, as you are kind of like up towards Gromosh. And you just like look like you're just looking down towards him, only like a few inches shorter than you, but like holding him just gently and in his way. As you say stop, you hear of 3 bolts of flame shoot out from behind you, coming under your arm. 1 going off into the distance, and 2 railing Gromosh in the sternum.
Technically, it's 3 thingies each one, isn't it?
Yeah, but the first one missed.
Yeah. So it was a 5, 2, and a 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, yeah.
11 for the first one.
Okay.
The natural 21 is a 4, 5, and a 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So
Okay, so you
so
rolled
the- so the-
8.
so
yeah, you double the roll, so
16.
26.
So the total was what? 11 on the first, and then it was 26 on the nat 20.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
37.
Yeah.
You see, as Rayloff, you say stop, and then the flame shoots out from behind you and crashes into Gromosh. You see his flesh begin to burn and sizzle as the second one hits him in the sternum.
And as I shoot it out, I'm like, what do you know of strength? There's different types of strength.
And you see him like clutch his abdomen as you see, like, as he pulls his hand away. And as he pulls his hand away, you all hear as he pulls some of the skin off that was burnt and just fused to his hand as he held it for a moment. You weak! Dead! And he goes over to you and he's going to make 2 attacks. One's going to be a Sparta kick to the chest while you're more down on the ground, or to your head. And then the next is going to be a grapple and a throw.
Can I use my invisibility cloak?
Not right now, it's his turn. Gromish is going to make this attack reckless.
Well, can I stop him from going past me? Just try and just grab, to sort of hold him in place.
Roll a strength check with disadvantage for me.
Can anyone do anything while he's on the movement to go to Theron?
Well, because he's
pointed at me, I'm staying still.
yeah, because he's about like he's only a little bit more than 5 feet away, as Rayloff is more in the way between him and Theron, but Theron is just shot out.
But I mean,
you have a
if we're
moment.
seeing-
Yeah, you have a brief
Can
moment
we-
to do something.
Cast any spell at all?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to enlarge Rayloff.
Okay.
Let me just confirm that it's nothing. What's it? Okay, if you want to save against it, it's a con save, basically, Rayloff. If you don't, you get enlarged. Because I'll have a pinch of powder dime. I'll throw it out anyway. So.
Yeah.
And green like sparkle will kind of go under where the floorboards are and raise towards your leg, and then.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you would enlarge.
Probably say
That's
in the
what it
moment, I don't really know what's happening with it, so I'll probably just assume it's something trying to stop me, so I'll try and roll against it. Doesn't matter, I roll with a 10.
You enlarge.
Yeah. You quickly find yourself just
Advantage
almost
strength
double in
check.
size.
You get advantage on it. No.
So whatever
Okay.
your So it'd be a flat roll, so whatever.
It makes no difference because I rolled 18 first, and the second roll was 20.
Okay, right.
You get an advantage with enlarge.
Yeah, but I
he
had
had disadvantage already.
Cool. No worries. That's
Okay.
cool. No worries.
In that moment, Rayloff, you enlarge and you are able to like stop Gromush in the moment. And he's going to make 2 reckless attacks against you instead.
Okay.
Rayloff.
Whenever
that is
it's
a 16 to hit.
Doesn't it?
And the second one is a 19.
That's a large give AC. I can't remember.
I'll look.
I can't remember if it's that one or something else that gives extra AC.
No.
Nah, I
You
don't
do
think so.
an extra D4 extra damage.
Yeah. Then yeah, that hits.
Okay.
But if it helps, your weight is multiplied by 8. So you are a heavy motherfucker.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the crack, like into your stomach, or into your stomach that was once where your ribs were. As Gromush just lays in, like bouncing off the first and then going again, and you do hear in your stomach just a little bit of a pop. Yeah, he's going to use his bonus action to make another reckless attack against you. No, 17.
17 doesn't hit. No.
And he goes to, like, he grabs on either side and goes to just headbutt you, like in where your sternum is.
Yeah.
But
It just hits.
but it just nothing. What's anyone else doing? Theron and Rayloff. You hear plenty. You hear plenty in the moment.
I think we should slow down.
And you hear pigeon food.
He might be right.
And then she looks at you, Gerald.
Or not.
And she's going to try and stab you.
Fucking hell.
That's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
Can I?
Just wide.
Am I within 30 feet of that? Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry, he's missed.
Yeah. Just be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You've been in plenty of other bar fights. Why would I start fights here?
We're on one side, you're on another. That's how it is.
And I want whoever's participating to roll initiative for me.
I'll roll initiative with it.
What the hell is going on? This is going way too far for like nothing.
It
I
is,
don't
it's
get it.
You
great.
shouldn't have said shit then.
I didn't. You started me.
You
I
literally...
literally. Right, no, I didn't.
No. You did.
No, carry on talking.
You did though.
No, right.
Twice actually.
What? Oh my god. Right, this started because I just bet on something and then goes, it's you and your tricks, and then just went psycho. How's it on me?
The initiative, Matt definitely did it.
I didn't pull any tricks this time, though, that's the thing.
Yeah, why I know.
So
Yeah, we know you
is
didn't.
everyone's participating?
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
What's that? 18 plus something. Go fuck yourselves.
So
18 plus 5. Go do one.
okay, so 25 to 20. Theron, you are at 23.
3.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
21 for me.
21. I love this
I
game.
look at this shit. No, I don't, because it's always Theo on this, Theo on that. I'm
Down to
done with it.
16.
You know what? I've had enough. Theon's just going to jump off the edge of the shit. He's done. Done.
Well, we'll see what happens in initiative.
No, too late. Done.
Before Theon tops himself.
That's it. Rage quit. I'm doing rage quit, bro.
20 to, you're not allowed rage quit in this game. 20 to 15.
19.
Wanna bet? Watch what happens. I'll burn the shit down as I'm going.
Okay, so Terry, you got
Mouse
19.
sneaking as I'm going.
15 to 10.
I was 16. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, you got 16. Okay, Joel.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, and 10 to 5?
No one else.
Oh, is that all done? Theon,
Yeah,
Rayloft, Terra, Joel. Okay, yeah. Okay, no problem.
Well, there's obviously NPC is just not us.
Okay, so right now,
Theon's first.
Theron, what are you doing? As you can tell, everywhere is escalating.
I'll for an action, I shall use my is Mog within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. For my action, I'm going to use it, and I'll just say into his head, I'll be like, Mog, this is getting out of control. We're supposed to be mourning somebody's death. Be assertive and take control. Stop this.
Outwardly. Oh, okay. Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage for me.
Okay, fair play. That was a 19. That's a good one.
Okay,
Now
great.
here's the one.
Not as good at it.
What was it? Not perception.
You didn't roll the 1, did you? You rolled the 2.
13 plus 1, 14.
It's not
14.
You hear outwardly Mog shout out.
Yeah. Don't worry, Dick. I'll save you.
And he begins to run over to you.
Amazing.
Iran is physically having blood trickle from his nose.
Your saviour's
Not-
coming
not-
to help you.
Not from Grey Mush. Oh no. From the ineptitude.
Okay.
From the moron.
Rayloff.
What a wasted action.
You still
Knew
have
it was a
bonus
bad
action,
idea.
yes? On your movements.
I've got nothing to really do with bonus action.
Even movements?
Apart from this. No, I'm joking, I don't do that.
Do you want to do a
Just
bonus
gonna-
or action or movement before Rayloff goes?
I'll just try get I'll start climbing the mast.
Okay.
Actually, are we just going back onto the map again?
Yes. Since it has gone to.
We're still on the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on the right side.
Like meta wise, I'm just wondering what's causing all this trouble. Is it like
Yep,
maybe
you're on.
but
It
no,
was
maybe
at the point where you raised your arms like that at Gromwell, you took that as a challenge. That was he was going to calm down, and then you did that.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't though. He already made his mind up. The DM did, the bastard.
It's Gromush entirely. So I'll say Gromush is there. So Theron, you'd be about here against the mast.
Oh, right, that's the mess there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just move him to the side a little bit.
Oh, wait. Wouldn't I be large, so wouldn't I be like...
Yeah, you're
4
double the
squares.
size.
Yeah.
Is this one Grey Mush?
Yeah.
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 Right, between. Yeah, so I'll be not there, but no either. Yeah,
I'll also.
more like here.
Yeah. Just so I can make sure that I get something in.
Where I would have stood as well was knowing these aren't in my way if I
Yeah.
had to jump.
Yeah, it's okay. And pigeon food is right here.
Right now, right here, right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Where's the run's saviour?
Huh?
You know, Mog?
Oh, I thought you meant Kurid, but hey.
Well, Kieran hasn't done anything. Mog's at least on your rescue.
Let me see if this one goes on. No, it doesn't want to work.
Shame we haven't got a vampire on the party who could just suck all the blood out of Grey Mush.
Isn't that?
mean, it'd be helpful if you knew one.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yet. we don't know yet.
Alright. I'll say.
just think of that taste of blood.
I'll say right here is Mog.
Just some crazy acrobatics and leaps from the bottom to the top.
As long as you don't talk, it's fine.
As long as he just grabs and fucks you off. That was good.
All I literally want him to do is go, enough. No, obviously not.
Alright. Okay, so. Rayloff,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Where
Sorry,
have I moved to?
Theon. You are here just next to the mast. So,
Yeah, and I asked if I can use my movement to start going up the mast.
Yes, you can. So you get, because the climbing speed is half your normal speed, so you go up 15 feet, which you do end up getting to the top of the crow's nest in that. But it is just a small little like nook platform you can just put your ass on and kind of sit on. It's not a full-size crow nest.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Okay. With that, Rayloff, you are up. With Tara on deck.
I'm gonna just go like sort of one knee down, sort of. So I assume I'll be holding him. So just sort of like he kneel down, just sort of hold like sort of more what I sort of give him a hug to try and calm him down. Sort of like. So what you would typically think of when you think of like orcs hugging someone they know, or like sort of like a giant or someone like my size.
Okay.
Just say to him, Grandmush, just stop, just let it go, please. This isn't the time.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage for me. As you can hear, like, into your chest now. And just the huffing and the panting.
Oh, I rolled an 11 and then a 1, so.
You don't hear him calm down in that moment. But that was
Well,
your...
he's still being held, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So. That's fine. Well, I can't really do much else then.
Alright. Tara, you're up with Gerald on deck. What would you like to do? You see Gromush is currently covered by the enlarged Rayloff. Theon has ran up, gone up the top of the mast. Ran away like a girl. And Pigeon Food is leveling a dagger to Gerald. And Mog is kind of running over as well.
I will. Would you say that on this image of the boat that this part is lower than this part?
Yes.
I will run to here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm going to get ready to assist Mog, seeing him run. I'll try to match him to try and get there a bit earlier to assist him to kind of push him up, so he can make the jump without trying as much as he. Because I'm assuming he's still small.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Awesome.
just a assist while my concentration is stuck on Rayloff.
All right.
And then
Little did you know, Mog is really good at long jump.
so I want to use my movements to get there. I
Yeah.
want to ready my action to help him,
Mm-hmm.
and then use the rest of my movements to get back.
Okay. Awesome. So,
So I'll just
you do that,
focus on
Tyrant. You
that
kind of
as well,
prepare
that's
yourself with like hands clasped and looking at him, as he's like just running over. Gerald, you're up. What would you like to do?
And definitely, we're going to dart to the side. We're going to use tumble to sort of do a roll, and then he's going to quickly sort of just step onto the barister and just says, "Go. Tell me when you've all calmed down." And I'm going to go down underneath the ship, and I'm just going to walk all the way to the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
He is noped.
So
Yeah, I'm no big out there.
Okay. All right. And because you tumbled, there was a disengage as well. So you roll to the side, announce your leave, and down to the galley. As you pass the stairs, you see.
Oh wait, when you say down, I'm saying over the side of the ship.
Over the side. Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stepping up to the barrier, banister going down and just poof, straight underneath.
Okay. Well. All right. Yeah, because you got the whole like spider climb stuff. So
I'm just hanging.
Yeah. So you just down on the outside of the outside of the ship. You look down and you see a very distant land, just dark and silhouetted. It's almost peaceful on the underside of the ship. You hear the muffles of fighting, but quiets down slightly.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to say that.
In this moment, Mog runs up to you, Tyra.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and make an athletics check with advantage to leap up. Nice. Okay. All right. 17. Okay.
Wow.
So
Better than my rolls.
what you see him do is he runs up, and he kind of like grabs your shoulders for a moment, as he puts his foot in your hands, and you and launch him up, and he goes up a few more feet than his normal jump, which he rolled pretty well for anyway, and you see him latch on to the rope ladder up the mast and continues up slightly using the rest of his movement. He gets just a couple feet short of the top of the mast, and he looks to you, Theron.
Okay, I'm calming this situation down. Come here.
Pigeon food. Actually, wait. No, it's Gromush's turn. Okay. Gromush is going to attempt to get out of your grapple with his acrobatics check.
Against my strength, is it?
Against a strength check from you, yeah. It's athletics, sorry, from you. That is a 15 for acrobatics.
I got a natural 20, so 28. He's not going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere. He's just.
I would have had advantage on it, which is quite fun.
He's just going to use a bonus attack or bonus action to, like, just punch you again, recklessly. Okay, yeah, that was way better. 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Low rolls. 5 points bludgeoning damage. Pigeon food. Yeah, pigeon food is going to sprint over and attempt to climb onto you, Rayloff, while you're enlarged. So I'm just going to say it's a acrobatics check or an athletics. Okay, yeah, she doesn't launch, but you feel like a weird crawling sensation up your leg, and you look and you see pigeon food with the dagger in it between her teeth, and just climbing up your armor and your enlarged body. I'll say movement. Yeah. So she's going to as she's about to slip off, she's going to and just latch in a dagger into your lower back if she can. And it would be flanking, so advantage. Okay, that's a natural 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Well, because she's a rogue and she's got that thing.
Sneak attack. That is 11 points of piercing damage to you. Yeah, that's all their turns. Top of the round, Theron. You are up at the top of the crow's nest, like kind of sitting with your legs over the side, and you hear Mog shout to you to come down.
I've had enough, man. Like, Theron's had enough of this shit. Constantly. He's just constant. He's just tired. He's done. I'm not even joking. He's literally done. He's done with all of this. He's fucking done. He just starts going down the mast. I'm done. I'm done.
All right. So
Done.
you
know what?
you,
I'll just go down the mast.
you begin to like kind of almost like force Mog to go down as you are coming down with him. Are you doing anything when you get to the floor, or just waiting there with Mog?
I just go down on my knees. I'm like, done.
Okay. Right. Rayloff, you're up with Terra on deck.
Just gonna raising my voice a bit more. Just gonna, everyone, just stop fighting. This isn't the time. Just stop.
Roll a intimidation check. Flat.
Yay. Thank God for that.
I've been waiting.
Doesn't even matter though. For God's sake.
I'll inspire you. You can re-roll that.
Or DM, can I retcon and like use my telepathy to get in touch with Briar?
Mm-hmm.
He's on some.
I'll say yeah.
Just because I didn't think of it. I was like, Briar, the situation's out of control. Mog's useless. Just end this. I don't want this. Not tonight.
You hear in your head. Very well. Rayloff.
Oh God's.
Amazing. Intimidation
Natural one.
channels.
Go on.
No.
What was it?
We went from a 9 to a 7, but 9.
Okay.
Worth
you
trying,
don't
worth
see anyone slow down in that
No.
moment. But is there anything else you want to do, bonus or movement, while you're still covering Gromush?
I'll just keep hold on, I guess.
Okay.
I can't really do anything else, and I don't want to move in case it knocks thingy off.
Okay, no problem. Alright, Tara, you are up with Gerald on deck. Although, Gerald, are you just noping out and staying away, or just let me know, because then I'll keep you in initiative.
Yeah, I'll think about it properly. Yeah.
Okay, alright. Tara.
I had an idea, but it's no longer the idea anymore. I am going to hold my action, or if anyone gets thrown off of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to jump off
Okay.
and wild shape. That's all I will say for now.
Okay. Alright.
Movement wise though, I want to be able to, from where my position is, can I see, through obviously metagame I know that Pigeon Food is climbing up Rayloff. Can I see that from where I am?
Yes. Because Rayloff is that large, and you see the small little green goblin woman latching a dagger into him.
I will be close enough to the side to confirm my best jump if I need to, and I will shout out to Rayla, "Pigeon Food's on your back!" and that'll end the turn.
Okay. Alright, Gerald, is there anything you want to do?
Concentration.
Yeah, I'd like to crawl to this end of the ship, the
Okay.
bow, there's no stern.
The stern, yeah.
Yeah, crawl to the stern, and I'm just going to sort of like peek myself over, trying to stay.
Okay, so
hidden.
put yourself there for me.
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking to do as you peek over the
I'm
edge?
essentially just like, I want to stay hidden as best as I can and just keep an eye on what's happening.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me. I'll say with advantage because you got more than three. Like you got about 3/4 cover anyway from where you are.
Nice.
Not to mention everyone lost sight of it.
That's stealth +4, non-natural 20.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you are very well hidden. Awesome. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm just gonna keep myself like hanging there.
Okay. Theron, you hear a rattle of metal behind you as you're on your knees, and you feel one arm pulled back behind your back, and then the other,
I'm just like, here.
and you hear as you feel heavy iron manacles are placed on your wrists behind your back. That's Mog's action.
Oh, Mog's action.
And you hear Mog over your shoulder.
Okay, guys, we can start fighting. I've dealt with the issue.
You immediately hear Gromush as he looks like kind of past you, rail off.
On his knees, weak, ready to die.
And he's going to attempt to get out of your grapple.
Okay. What did he get?
Natural 20,
That's not 20.
making
Damn.
it a 26.
Oh
Down
shit,
at
I'm gonna
20.
die.
Well, he can't
I'm
attack
literally gonna die.
unless he uses a well, he can use a bonus action, but he uses
Yeah,
a
but I'm in manacles.
yeah,
don't
but
worry
he's
about it.
still
Yeah.
got a bonus, so he can only hit with a bonus action.
It
He's
would
used
be-
his action to get out.
He
Plus,
is.
you can still can't you
Unless
roll
he's
going to
rage
anyway?
and do something.
Because it's only a skill check. It's not a guaranteed success.
I'm going to use a 9th level spell called Temporal Schism.
I thought you were going to use the ring.
He is.
And I was actually thinking about it.
Gromush just powers through you, Rayloff, and like skirts around you. Like he just slips through, and straight away you see him like hold up a small hand axe towards you, Theron.
I'm strong. You're dead.
And he's going to
And as it
make an attack.
and as he does it, I'll be like this.
There's a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Natural 1 on the fucking damage die. It's 4 points of slashing damage.
Not to kill him.
Let's have a look at that. It might be 4. Did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, 4.
Instant death.
And Pigeon Food is going to just like shout into your like ear, Rayloff.
Okay, as soon as you stop struggling, the sooner I stop hurting you.
And she's going to try and stab again. I'll just do a flat roll. 6.
No.
And as all this is happening, you see Theron just muttering under his breath.
Theron, it is your turn. What would you like to do, if anything?
You're all idiots. You don't understand anything. I'm trying to be a better person than I usually am. You're all fucking idiots. I've had enough. Who's ending this? Anyone?
Alright. Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, okay, 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. Rayloff, you're up.
I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay.
You sit down, I'll drop the concentration. to back to normal size.
Like Mario when he gets hit after
Yeah.
having a mushroom.
So you return back and you have pigeon food kind of on your back now, standing on the ground as you've sat down.
But then he eats a red flower.
Yeah. Terry, you're dropping concentration.
I am dropping concentration. I can do that not on my own round, but Dick can.
Alright. Gerald, are you doing anything?
Oh, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop one of my vials so to then just drink it whilst on the side.
Top stuff off. Okay.
Yeah.
Real
I'll just say.
Meta-wise, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Real
I'll just say. At what point have I been fighting? I just tried to stop a fight happening.
You hear no response.
Not even gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Not even gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look off.
You, Mog, kind of like begins to pull you away slightly, away from Gromush, Theron, to get and stands in front of you while holding your shoulder.
Okay, I think that's enough from you.
As he's like saying that to Gromush, you see Gromush.
Both weak. Dead.
And he's going to like hurl the axe down, and just as he reaches the precipice on the backswing, you see him, and you hear of the heavy axe drop behind him, and his arms are stationary like this, and as you hear him grunt and murmur, you see part of the back of his head just and just begin to press into itself.
Oh shit.
And in a moment, you will just hear a slight and you see Gromush's head explode and splatter onto Theron, onto Mog, some onto Rayloff, and the body just and just off to the side towards the bow of the ship, you see Briar raising his hand. And that's where we're going to take a quick break and come back after a little bit. So for whatever shit show that has been, hopefully when we come back it settles a little.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully we'll be able to travel soon.
We've
but
been traveling this whole goddamn time.
Exactly.
but anyway, for everyone who's watching, thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're going to go take a break, so we're going to go to the bathroom, get some snackies, so go do the same, and we'll see you in just a short while.
Chris.
Oh. Hello and welcome back to the game. As we come back in, tensions quickly grew as Gromush really did not enjoy losing in a card game, throwing some insults towards Theron and Theron dishing it back. The situation escalated and a small fight was had, breaking out between the crew and the party. And after some swings, some tackles, and some spells being cast, after Theron messaged Briar to say that he was done and to end this, Briar agreed. And very soon after, you saw Gromush's head crush into itself like a tin can before exploding outwards, dropping the heavy half-Goliath, half-orcish form lifeless to the ground, and his head a smattering of bits across the deck and across a few of you. And just as you all look to the side and you see Briar just holding up a hand weakly with a straight face, sternly looking towards where Gromush has just fallen, that's where we pick it up. You hear plenty.
No.
And he goes over and like just puts his hand on Gromush's chest and clasps them against his sternum.
I'll meet up the stair area and try to assist with any helping that I could. Well, I can do.
You, as you get there, and there's pretty much nothing you can do except put your hands over Plenty's and just hear him slowly mumble,
"You shouldn't still be here. I'm lonely again."
And just looking down to the headless form of Gromush.
Plenty, I'm sorry.
And you feel your body kind of pulled backwards and like just not slammed but just pulled to the ground by Mog.
That's enough out of you. You're done.
I didn't actually hear what he actually said, but
That's Theron's a waste of time.
he said, "That's enough out of you. You're done." As he kind of just pulled you just to this, like you're on your side now on the ground and you're just held back. But yeah, you can still look on to see this image of Plenty with his hands over.
I'll use telepathy to thingy Briar, and I'll just be like, "I'm sorry you had to do that, Briar."
You don't hear any response in your head. But Briar walks over and to all, I'd say Gerald again. And Theron, you can tell as well. But Gerald, as you are actively like looking over from the stern, for the far stern of the ship, looking over, you notice that as Briar takes the first couple steps, effortless, determined, before he kind of slows down on the third and begins to like hobble slightly towards the party.
This matter has ended. Does everybody understand?
I just look at him. Like, oh, sorry. Look at him. I'm just like, understood.
First Mate Mog, if you will, Mr. Pulley, take the prisoner down to the galley.
Oh, First Mate Mog?
And,
he's taking assertiveness?
And
he's
you,
the captain,
and you hear Mog just in that moment.
I'm. It's not first mate anymore. It's.
And you hear Briar cut him off straight away.
You are whatever I decide you are. Do as I say.
Oh, I'm loving Brian being assertive. Oh my god, loving it.
As Mog goes,
Yes, sir.
As he looks at Greymosh.
yeah, and he begins to slowly drag you, Theron, just on your side, heading towards the galley.
And because Briar is the one and I've had enough, I'm like, yeah, I'll accept this and I'll do whatever is necessary.
So you kind of like get up to your feet around the stairs, but you walk in front of Mog as he guides you down. And Briar just like looks at all of you.
Who here was fighting? Don't all speak at once. If anyone has any idea of who were the main culprits in this, tell me now. Please.
I'll raise my hand even from a distance. So no, actually, no, I'm nice and close to him. I know. Greymush was a fighter that I saw from. I'll point to where I was. Where I was. I don't know if he saw. I don't know if you saw me. I was over there. I know. If pigeon food is close, I'll grass pigeon food up.
As you point to her, she just straight turns to Briar.
Listen, I didn't do anything. I was just watching, and then the Kenku came at me with a knife, and I just defended myself. That's all I did.
Oh.
She's going to try and roll a deception check.
Just as
13.
a mental history, would I have seen that she start?
Yes, you would have seen the initial stab towards an unsuspecting Gerald.
I'm gonna point at her after saying that and say, "Liar!"
Roll a persuasion check. See if it beats her deception, and then we'll see about Briar's insight.
Did you say lawyer or
Liar.
Liar.
Yeah, she's requesting a lawyer.
lawyer?
Legal counsel.
16.
16. Okay, well you beat the deception by 3. Let's see about Briar. Okay, all right.
Tara, step forward.
I'll stand up. Yes.
And he just reaches down behind like a small crate just off the side, and pulls out a pair of manacles and just hands them to you.
Please restrain Deckhand Pigeon Food and take her to the galley to join your friend.
I don't know where the galley is.
Just follow Mog.
Okay. I'll try to hurry it up so I can try to catch them.
You go over to Pigeon Food?
Don't even think about it.
Well, the captain says.
He ain't no captain.
Right?
Off the
I'll kind of
side.
step out the way so.
And you see Pigeon Food just look.
What?
This is the first time I've been on a boat. I don't know.
Briar
what
steps
you mean.
right behind your shoulder, Tara.
Okay, I will move out the way.
As you kind of move, you look back and you see Briar with the most serious face you've ever seen.
Pigeon Food, you have aided my daughter in this ship, but your service is no longer needed.
Oh shit, bro.
Off the side, or I will push you off.
Oh shit! Oh shit, Bri. Oh my god, Bri's a badass. Loving it.
Nah, he's gone crazy.
You see,
I knew it.
you see Pigeon Food,
Come on.
like genuinely worried and scared in this moment,
Loving it.
and like kind of backs up to the side and to the port side rail, and she immediately drops down to her knees.
Listen, I didn't mean anything by it, okay? Just give me a chance. Like, I will serve you, and I don't even need to get paid. I don't...
And Tara, in your head,
Yeah.
you hear,
Take her off the side.
What?
I'll crouch down to lift the back up.
Listen. Just don't pay me. It's fine. I will help out. I will do twice the work, okay?
I'll have one hand on her wrist and one hand on her shoulder to kind of nudge her that side.
and she just like against the railing.
Listen, please, just don't... Listen, look, he's thinking. He needs me. Just... What are you doing? No.
And she's going to try and push you off.
Okay. Off the side.
No, she's just going to try and push you off of her.
Push you away. Okay.
It's a 12 for athletics. If you want to make a athletic strength check back.
Oh shit, what the fuck is happening? Bri's
It's
a
a
badass.
14, and then what did you say?
Athletics.
You know what? If Theron dies to Bri, you will be happy. I swear to God.
You very easily find the leverage against her of
Oh,
her smaller
shit.
form, and you quickly overpower her.
No.
Don't do this.
She
Please.
ain't gonna be nothing but fishing food.
Fishing food? It's Captain's orders. I'm sorry. Lego.
And you see, you just hear,
Please!
The moment I let go, though, my head's just gonna drop. Like, shit, I've done what I've done.
What
and
the hell?
I've been told.
you very quickly hear a distant scream. Go quiet and quieter and quieter. To silence. No impact,
shit.
no splash. Just the gentle breeze past you.
I mean, Bri's going hard on this.
Is it just complete? What is it? How fast are we moving on this flying vessel?
You're moving about 80 feet around. If you wanted to put it like through rounds.
That's fine. Yeah. No
Give or
worries.
take.
I'm thinking that she'll fall as we're going away.
Yeah.
Further she is behind.
If anything, you've tipped her over, so she probably hit it at least a few times on the way back.
Question: we're still over land,
Mhm.
or are we over sea?
You're over land.
Yeah, Featherfall is.
Do we have an idea of whereabout we are?
Roll a survival check. Or perception if you are looking down, but if you're looking down, then it's disadvantage.
Okay.
No offense, Tyrant. For high up we are, I don't think it makes a difference. But
Yeah, if she
True,
hit that
but
water,
if we
it'd be like
know-
concrete.
If we know
water or land?
we're over Brent,
I think it was more
that's probably what
just
I'm
dropping
thinking.
it, dropping the
dropping
body
them off at
onto a
Brent?
city.
No, we've gone past Brenton because we're going around the outside. Around the outside.
Around the outside, around the outside.
Yeah, understandable. I will say that I looked. I would have looked down to
Okay,
have a look
alright.
about whereabouts
And
we were.
so that's perception
with
and disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
All you saw was a demise.
15 is
15?
with disadvantage.
Okay. If someone wants to make a marker, you are just about here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, at least it'll be autumn coloured.
Fuck me. That's so bad. Tara. Yeah, Tara. You, as you estimate, you are roughly around the mountain range to the I think it was the Rumblecusp Mountains. I am pretty sure. I will double check. Yeah. So the you are just coasting over Rumble Shore. And that is the heavy mountain range that lines the shoreline town and village of Rumble Shore.
I'm just really shocked at Briar's like zero tolerance policy.
Tara, just outwardly, you hear Briar.
Good job.
I'll like nod in
Capitulation.
and I'll give him back the manacles.
And as you hand them to him, you just see him looking over towards Grumush and Plenty, like hands over his heart, and he just puts his hand up to refuse the manacles.
I will pocket them.
Tara? Restrain the bugbear and take him below galley.
I'll nod and head towards him.
And you see Plenty is still like he's now got his face into Grumush's side as his hands are on his heart.
Plenty?
And you see, like, you've never seen a bugbear cry before, but the large, like, dog-like snout just running with mucus and tears streaming down the sides of his furred face.
Yes.
The captain wants me to take you to the boat.
And you just see his large bugbear head turn towards Briar. And you notice Briar is almost as emotionless in this moment as the Pladrine have been for the entire voyage.
Oh shit.
And Plenty just like drops his head to the manacles you're holding out.
I understand.
Okay.
And he just follows you down through the galley into the brig. The brig is not really bordered with anything. It's pretty much just like a small space in the galley where all the crates are. Yeah. And there's just a small part in the side where what you didn't see before is behind a few crates as they are moved is just a small, like 5 foot by 5 foot cage. And inside you already see Theron sitting in there. And Plenty just ducks it in and moves in. And he just turns, and as you close the door, and it instantly and just like echoes slightly on that close, he looks to you and just leans down, like pressing his furred face against the bars to you, Tara.
Just promise me one thing, please.
What?
Let me bury my friend.
There. What happened up there? What happened up there?
Brian wanted me to fulfill his order. And
What was that order? What was the other?
I think that's for Captain to let you know.
I'm pretty sure he'd tell me.
I'll let him tell you. My head will
Sure.
drop, but I will turn. And I'll walk away.
Looks like you're walking with some guilt there, Terror.
I'll
Let's
carry
hope
on
it doesn't.
walking.
Let's hope it doesn't consume you.
As Plenty sits down next to you, Theron.
I am sorry. I didn't know it'd end like this.
This has been a strange day.
To say the least. Yeah. I totally agree.
And you both kind of just stare off into the dimly lit space around you. Terra, you get up to the deck, and Briar is now standing just over Gromush and looking down when you return.
Get him over the side! No, I'm joking.
Mutiny.
You see...
This dead corpse.
You shall be
Briar
back.
killed everyone.
Yeah.
Briar killed everyone.
You see him just like staring down to Gromush with his like you notice his hands kind of fidgeting between themselves just down to his waist.
Oh shit, I befriended the psycho.
Captain?
Yes.
I've been asked if I've forgotten his name, sorry.
Plenty.
Plenty,
If,
Gromush.
thank you. If Plenty could bury him.
And who asked of that?
Oh shit.
Plenty himself.
When we eat before bed, no food shall reach him.
Oh, motherfucker, he's harsh.
Anything else from the brig?
Theron also asked of your last orders that you gave me. And I said he can hear from you.
Good answer. I will speak with him soon.
Oh man, he's harsh as fuck. What the fuck?
Is there anything you would like me to do?
Where are your friends?
As he just like looks to you,
I'll
Rayloff.
just do a quick glance around.
Gerald,
I've
are you still hiding in this moment, or have you come out?
I'm pretty much watching from the side.
Okay.
So I suppose if they properly see Yoford, they'll see us Kenku head, but otherwise.
Okay.
I'll say that I'm looking for Rayloff and Gerald,
Yeah.
so not seeing Gerald, I'll try to.
Yeah.
I'll only look obviously.
I was going to say,
around.
because Rayloff, you're on the top deck as well.
I'm
aren't
just, yeah, I'm just on the top deck. I'm
Yeah,
just being
okay.
sat there, just
Yeah.
so.
If I can't immediately see them, kind of thing,
I
don't know where Gerald is.
I would like Gerald to play a very soft tune for when we eat later. To commiserate.
Motherfucker's going psycho?
When I see him, I'll let him know.
Thank you. Now,
What the fuck?
Rayloff,
Captain.
remove the body.
Oh.
I'm just gonna stand up. I'll go over to Gromush. And So, is his head just gone?
Yeah, it's just neck and nothing else.
DM, out of interest, how many feet between where I am and
Less than 30.
from where I am to Briar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let this play out for now, but yeah, just so
As the Kenku flies.
Yeah.
just flies, love it.
Just as you're looking down and you kind of like reserve slightly.
I will leave you to this, to handle however you see fit. I shall go and speak with Theron. Thank you for protecting this ship, all of you, and when you find Gerald, thank him for me as well.
We will.
The Pladrine will stay here if you need them to do anything.
And he just looks at all 4 of them that are still sat there.
If you need anything from them.
And he just peers over at all of them. And then looks back to you.
Tell them, and they will do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Then he starts hobbling slightly down, finding his cane next to the stairs where he left it, and he hobbles down below deck.
I will take the opportunity to scuttle up now.
Yeah, you quickly. And you see Kurid is still standing and just off to the side and looking at everything as Gerald comes up from behind Kurid and just by the side of him, facing both of you two.
Jones.
Oh, yes, is my head safe?
Yes. The captain wanted you to play a soothing song? Or a melody?
You've got it. Whatever he wants. No worries.
Okay, now he's turned into a tyrant within line.
I don't suppose you guys want to cut the journey short, right? Right?
I didn't hear what you said.
The one?
I don't suppose you want to cut this journey short? Or are you planning on writing this out?
We'll ride as far as we can go. Did you have a plan?
Daryl's going to go downstairs and he's going to go get that featherfall cloak. That's his plan.
Okay.
Alright, so you quickly went down. Rayloff and Tara, are you doing anything while Gerald quickly goes down to his bag?
I will mind link to Rayloff. So we can telepathically talk to each other over not them seeing us talk.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do? I'll just do this for now to say this telepathically.
No, can I respond telepathically?
You can respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come I didn't get mind link?
Because
Yeah,
You suck ass. You're in the brick for a reason.
Continue.
Alright.
I'll allow it.
Oh shit, I can't get the featherfall cloak. It's on plenty. I just remembered where it was. Gerald's going to get part way down, search for his bag, and he's not going to find anything and have to come back up empty-handed.
Oh no, it's such a shame that you can't just get Featherfall as a spell. Very easily change it.
So while you run down Tara and Rayloff, Tara, you mind link with Rayloff in that moment, just as you see the Pladrina staring at you.
I'll act like we're just waiting, but mentally I'll say. So what do you think we should do?
You don't hear anything back for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually you just hear from Rayloff. Just I don't know, Tara. Just I'm tired of this happening.
You mean death or just
Death,
general
everything going
violence?
out of control wherever we go.
Thank you, MetaWise.
It does feel like that.
I don't know. I don't have a plan, frankly.
Okay. Because neither do I.
And MetaWise, it seems like somebody has psychic abilities and you're doing mind link.
That just now is just when Gerald comes back up and he's empty-handed.
I'll turn my mind link towards Gerald. So what's the plan?
The plan was to go get that cloak of that Plenty that I've realised Plenty now has, because it can help me slow down a fall.
I could help on the descent.
Oh, so we jumped together. That's very brave of you, Tara. Thank you.
It'll be the problem of I don't think I could help with 3 of you.
What about your boots?
I could fly, but I can turn into something that can fly. Level up.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Happy level 8.
So,
That's why I probably asked of if
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen something, could I then
Mhm,
turn into
yeah.
something that's giant?
let me know when we're leaving.
Do you know if Tyrant can slow us down?
Not a clue. He's good at going invisible. That's
Okay. Okay. My brain's thinking now. So, I think I have a plan.
Is this out loud or in our heads?
It would have said still to you.
Mm.
So I'm gonna repeat what I'm gonna say in this moment. Still to you though. I've got a plan, but we need to discuss it not here.
Okay. So this is out loud though. The body? Like, what are we doing with this?
Hey. So Plenty wants to bury it, but we'll need to go to the ground. The captain will have to. I'm sure the captain's talking to him now.
What were you told to do?
Throw it over the side.
Yeah, to remove pigeon food.
Technically, he never said like, "Oh, pigeon food." I thought you.
That's what we're saying now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, overboard.
Just
I gotta do like tap my head to Tara. Be like, I just can't quite think what it is that I.
Yeah,
And
I'm
repeatedly gesturing to him.
Yeah. Getting the gist.
Do you think you could hand me the bag of holding? Chop up the parts, and I'll catch them underneath the ship. Then you've done your job, and we can save the body as best we can.
we can hold it until tomorrow. No, I can't. Fuck no. It's within a minute. Ignore me. No, I don't know. I do have a question. So, and this is the DM.
Yeah.
Obviously. If I reduce someone and then put them inside of my bag of holding,
Does it say the target has to be a creature or an object?
do enlarge or reduce? It's like what I did with Rayloff.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say, if I'm targeted on Rayloff for this example, if I reduced him, if he was size enough, big enough to be able to fit into my bag of holding, would he then be able to fit into my bag of holding?
Yeah.
If I then were to, once he's in there, lose concentration to reduce someone else, because he's in the bag of holding, would he just enlarge in the bag?
Yeah. Or what you can imagine would happen.
But by that point, he's already in, and it does say creature or object.
This is creature or object.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, that's not possible either. I've only got 2 slots, and I wouldn't be able to reduce them the 3rd time. Just check the bottom that I can't use it at a higher one. No, I can't.
Well, he can't
Can you
spell
use a
out.
lower level spell even if it doesn't say you can up a level to increase whatever? Can I use a 1 level spell even if it doesn't do anything as a 2nd level spell? So
Kind of like how warlocks do it.
So obviously,
So
enlarge and reduce has no benefit by doing a higher level spell. But can
Right.
I use a 2nd level spell
to cast the first
in a
level spell?
First level spell.
Yeah, sure.
Then I could do it.
Yeah. While you come to that conclusion of what possibly to do in the next few moments,
Yeah.
Theron, as you and Plenty are just staring off into the dimly lit space around you, you hear
Briar.
and you see Briar walk, and just as he gets to you, he grabs a barrel and just shoves it over and sits on it, now facing you. So he's just got the barrel just outside the cage, looking into you and Plenty.
I will get off my bow and sort of shuffle onto my knees so I'm at the same height as him. Or like similar height. Or...
Tara told me that you had some questions for me.
You immediately hear Plenty.
I was hoping my friend...
And you just hear Bright.
Shh.
You see Plenty's mouth continue to move, but no sound comes out.
What the fuck are we released? That's what happens when you kill Mido, guys. Okay. Let's be like, Briar, was there any need in that?
You have questions for me?
Yeah. What happened up there?
You begged for my aid, and I gave it.
I did.
The issue is resolved and ended, just as you wanted it to be.
It depends what you mean by wanted it to be.
I only have you in here to make a point to the crew of the troublemakers on board, just to give you a little punishment, more or less.
I understand, Mido. But Terror,
Briar,
she looked...
please.
No, I know your name's Briar. I'm saying Terror, my colleague. She seemed rather downtrodden when she was leaving. As if she made a decision that she didn't necessarily agree with. I'm pretty observant.
Your friend was asked to complete a task that kept my immediate attention, and she completed the task very efficiently.
May I ask what that task is?
You may, but you may not get an
okay.
answer.
Fair enough, Briar. Just know that I would not judge you in any sense of the word. Especially not now.
Very well.
Briar, out of interest, seeing as you've got telepathic skills, I'm just wondering, can you use detect thoughts? Do you know that spell?
That's fairly rudimentary and one of the earliest spells.
Do you want to use it on me?
No. I do not.
I will willingly let you.
And he kind of like just shuffles the cane to the side and kind of leans like with his knees with his elbows on his knees.
And why would I want to look inside your mind?
Because I know what suffering is.
I see enough of you without magic. You wear it on your sleeves.
And in my mind. Not only the sleeves.
And that's why, in my unfortunate daughter's absence, I will be a friend to you all, and I will look after you for as long as you wish.
You see, the thing is, Briar, friends don't seem to last with me.
Then think of me as a carer or a helpful stranger.
It's funny because, don't get me wrong, it's no secret I didn't think much of your daughter personally, but I never really knew her, so I can't judge too harshly. But when I came down to that room, I promised the ghost of your daughter, or whatever it was, that I'd look after you. If I could.
I am glad you are so brave to stand up to that beast.
To what beast?
The one that your friends will soon be throwing off the side of my ship.
And you see Plenty's eyes just go wide, and silently,
Don't get me wrong, Briar. I think he was in the wrong, and I'm not going to judge you for anything that you did to him. Mainly because, no offense, Silence Guy, he had it pretty much coming. Either way, he was going to do what he was going to do.
And, as well as that point, my dear Bugbear, when I leave, you will be able to speak. And a good topic would be for me to tell you that your friend next to you ordered for me to end Grumush. He had enough. He was done. He couldn't take any more. He was overpowered. And he told me to end it.
Right? I think there's been
And he
some
stands up.
kind of... Oh, motherfucker.
I will see both of you in the morning. If you hear the crackling of fire and the cooking of food, well, that is the most sustenance you'll get through the night. I will see you in the morning.
As Briar walks away, I'll use telepathy and I'll just be like, Briar, I didn't seek an end to his life, just the situation. Don't let your emotion become you.
You hear back
As
in your
I have
mind.
done.
Emotions do not drive me. They drive you.
I know.
The only thing that pushes me, friend.
Yeah?
And you notice instantly, halfway through the sentence,
The only thing that pushes me, friend.
Is for when the darkness takes the light.
In a minute. Say that again.
Got the 6 lines.
Is for when the darkness takes the light.
In that specific voice mentally
Yes.
as well.
Yes. As Briar.
Because that sounded like Mog's voice, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to fuck him
not
up.
nasally enough.
As Briar leaves, and you hear like an audible, the voice come in, like halfway through a word.
By the way, as he's going, can I say something else telepathically?
Mhm.
I was like, but within the darkness, there is light.
You hear no response as Briar continues up the steps. And the silence on Plenty drops.
I can speak again.
I'm sorry, Plenty. But what just happened? I think something's going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying your man didn't deserve to die. I didn't want him to die, but he didn't seem to have no for an answer. But something more is going on, and I don't know what it is quite yet.
I don't know if that was an apology or excuse. But
Neither.
he was my friend, and I miss him dearly.
Was he family to you?
No.
Was he almost like family to you?
He was the only creature in Valdur that made me feel not so lonely.
Then I humbly apologize. If there's anything I can do to make up for it, even in the slightest, I will.
Do not speak to me.
I just nod.
At least for the night.
And he just curls up with his back to you. Everyone else on the top deck, while Briar left you all to it. What are you doing? What have you done?
Alton, who can I tell? Oh, do I have to see him?
You have to see them.
Yeah.
I just thought about this
You do.
telepathically.
Even my mind link, I'd have to see you as well.
So while Briar
Okay.
While
Motherfucker.
Briar makes his
Go on,
exit
anyway.
and heads downward,
I've written my
below
plan,
deck.
and it still won't work. I've actually written it down to see it, and I still can't.
Yeah.
The bars are too narrow. Unless you lost like, I don't know, 100 pounds worth of weight.
So is there
in like
anything
5 seconds.
that you are all doing while Briar leaves you to go speak with Theron and Plenty?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Nothing
mean,
I
at
can
that,
think of.
at that rate, I'm just gonna be
Probably find
Sit
a
there.
comfortable setting place or
I
stand
might
in a
cast
comfortable place.
precipitation to remove all the blood and brain bits everywhere.
Yeah, you begin casting it just left to the right and to the center and behind you, and very quickly the deck and each other's clothes begin to all immediately become clean again. And almost pristine. Maybe a bit more pristine than the original was when you found it.
Nice. Always good.
Otherwise, it's just going to be, well, I'll leave you two to sort out that then. And I'm just going to sort of find somewhere to sit for the moment.
Okay, yeah, plenty of spots, some crates just off next to two of the Pladrine enforcers that are standing at the railing. Rayloff and Tara, are you doing anything?
That I can think of, no, I will stroke Mogwai. I'll make sure that I have my blankets of starlight. I know it's still underneath the flower, but I will lift up the flower,
Yeah.
remove the blanket, put it back down, and pocket that again.
Okay.
Right, I'll even do a little bow next to the flower.
You
And then I'll-
take in the still gorgeous petals and the scent of the amber heart.
I will just druid craft it to replenish its.
Yeah. You notice a little bit of
Peatiness.
discoloration around the edges of the petals
Yeah.
before you druid craft, and you see that colour
Yeah.
fill out again.
Yeah.
Rayloff,
I'll even drop some water next to it, so it's got some liquids.
good.
And then I'll go sit next to Gerald if there's
Okay,
a
yeah.
extra seat
Yeah, like not really seats or chairs, but barrels and crates
on barrels.
that were previously set around in the circle that have been jostled around.
Yeah. I'll sit on one of them.
Rayloff, you stand over the headless form, now cleaned up, but still headless form of what was Gromush.
Is the some of his head still left?
No,
There's literally nothing.
nothing.
Pew pew.
What are you doing with it, Rayloff?
Thinking in 6 seconds. It's hard,
Throw it, or you don't.
literally.
If there's nothing of the head left, then
But you know the promise that Terra tried to make. So conscience.
As long as I meditate, mate, I'm good. Don't worry.
So, Rayloff, what would you like to do, if anything, before Briar returns?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna take out a piece of firewood
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
and I'll get some rope that I have. I'm just gonna start. Actually, yeah. I'll start wrapping. I'll make a start on wrapping the body around the fire. So attach it to the firewood, so I can sort of give it a Viking burial.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we're above the thing, but I'll just be starting doing that because I imagine he'll have already come up by the time I've.
Okay, so you want to go for more of like a small pyre to rest him on.
So that'll be attached to him, and so I can be lifted off and dropped. Sort of more of a burial than just throwing him overboard.
Got you. Okay, so you're wrapping the rope around the body.
Yeah, so it is literally just a Viking burial.
So it's more,
you know.
yeah, just straight. Okay, and then are you picking up and going over, or?
Like I said, I imagine by that because I imagine that will take a little bit of time. So
Yeah.
Brian probably would have come back up by then.
Okay.
Grumbush turns into Draugr.
I will just do it around his body rather
Yeah.
than his arms and legs
Okay.
for the minute.
You hear of the cane and the footfalls of Briar coming up the stairs, and he looks across the deck, sees Courage, Seabiscuit, Mog, and the three of you, two of you sitting down and then looking at Rayloff and the body.
Question. What's Seabiscuit's, I say facial expression, like she's only got one eye.
She is... Roll an insight check.
Yeah. 19 plus insight. 4, 23.
Alright. She's terrified.
Understandably.
She is
Like a one-eye
absolutely... Yeah, she is absolutely
Reckon it.
shitting
She's
herself.
good poo.
Yeah.
She's pooing.
Yeah. And she's looking to you two,
Mhm.
and then down again when she hears the footfalls return.
Mhm.
And you see Briar looking over at all of you, and turns to Rayloff.
I assume the body is ready to be disposed of.
Yes, Captain. I just thought it would. You had to have a bit of a burial, not a burial, a bit more than just throwing it over, if that's all right.
Do you have any kind words for this traitor, or are we throwing it overboard now?
Briar is a psycho.
Theron.
Sorry.
Obviously, it's your decision, Briar. But it would be nice to.
But
to-
what?
To bury him.
He shouldn't have mutinied on my ship on the day that my daughter died.
Which is completely understandable. Is there a way that you could bury him from up here?
Yes.
Could you do that? Then
He just
I
nods
have
to you.
nothing to say. I'll kind of like nod as well, like if he could do that.
Rayloff, please stand to the side.
Yeah, I'll sort of just sort of shuffle over.
And he stands like with his back to the mast, facing the body of Gromush, as it's been very delicately wrapped with the rope. And you see Briar lift up a couple of hands and begin to just swirl. And as he begins to swirl, energy just begins to and follow and trail his hand movements. And as his head comes back and kind of like tilting slightly just to one side, Gerald,
I don't have anything.
you see a very, very small glimpse of a little shade of green on the very corner of his neck and collarbone where they meet. Just emerge slightly before it disappears. And Tara, in your head, you hear,
This body shall meet the ground.
and as he pushes a palm forward, you see the lifeless body catapult over the side and just ragdoll out of distance and out of view.
Out of view.
Out
of view. Like, it got propelled.
off the ship, just catapulted
it-
as the body fell.
stupidly.
Like a glitch in Skyrim. You just
Yeah,
see the body
where they just go.
Sting!
Yeah,
Your camera's glitched. Yeah.
minus.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
No,
Actually,
no, it's not.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about the technical difficulty. Okay, so the body, just as he pushes the palm forward, just and is catapulted off the side of the ship to ragdoll and loosely jettison downwards.
I don't think that classes is buried.
And outwardly, Briar just says as he like clicks his neck and pulls his sleeves back down.
His body shall find the ground, and the earth shall take him. In time.
And Briar begins to walk over to the bow of the ship again to look over on where all of you are heading.
Well, I'm going to go down and go to the galley where Theron and Splinty are.
Okay. You quickly dart down.
I will do anything that I can. Assuming... Well, I don't know what Gerald's obviously going to have in plan, but if he's thinking what I'm thinking, I'm going to try to keep Briar on the top of the deck.
Okay.
For not as long as possible, but as in to make him not like we've made a plan up to stop him. But like if he wants to talk, I'll try to talk and extend as much as I can.
Okay.
I will say, meta-wise, be careful because he has got mad-ass psychic skills. So
Gerald,
that's fine, but we didn't say anything, so
after all three of you witness the body, the heavy, hefty body of Gromush be invisibly and arcanely launched up into the air and over the side of the ship as if it was nothing.
Theron didn't see it.
You quickly dart down to the galley as Tara kind of gives you a nod as she follows Briar to the far stern of the ship. What would you like to do?
I need to get that. I'll just go to poke to Plenty, just to Plenty.
Yes.
I'm very sorry, but could I have that cape back?
It looked pretty on me.
Can I grab Gerald as he's trying to grab the cloak?
Yeah. As you reach your hand through, Gerald, to grab the cloak from Plenty, you feel Theon's hand latch onto your wrist and kind of pull you against the bar slightly.
Yeah, there's just gonna be a quick look, not to look at Theron, I look back to see if anyone's behind as well.
No one's behind.
Gerald, something's wrong with him.
Yes. He's got green arcane.
I know. He said to me, for when the darkness takes the light, in some kind of mentally different voice. He told us about his past, and about, like, that fucking Zorotesh, whatever his name was, and his love, and how somebody took the love away. I'm thinking it's all connected. He's a fucking psycho. Don't get me wrong, I still kind of like him as the old guy that he is, but I think there's something more going on.
There's nothing I can do. I fear for my life.
How about I shimmy around and you undo the fucking logs?
I just go to like yank the cape a bit more to bring my arms away, and I'm shuffle away.
I grab the cape.
Okay, I'll say imagine it's a grapple, so acrobatics check from you, Gerald, and an athletics on you, Theron. See who's greater.
Oh, I'll drop my box.
Stop dropping your box, bitch.
What a box,
That is
bitch.
22.
Oof.
Nope.
You, Theron, you try and clutch on, but your hands are a little bit weaker as you are like around from your back holding onto it. And, and it just hurts your arm as Gerald like pulls the cloak away from you.
Can I check see if I can use momentary stasis, how I am?
You aren't able to cast spells while your hands are behind. Okay, is there a somatic component to momentary stasis?
Question not to be a pain. If his hands behind his back, would he not be able to grapple?
It's a feature, so it doesn't.
I'd say if the cloak, like Plenty was like just dragging it past him and handing it over, there was enough draping on the floor that he could like lean down and grab.
Yeah, no, it's worth a try, wasn't it? It's worth a try.
But Gerald just quickly yanks the rest of the cloak away, and
I'll telepathy like thingy him, and I'll just be like, just be careful. His psychic thingy-mabob is not to be trifled with.
Which is why I'm being so high up. And I'm just going to run away now.
As Gerald darts away from you and Plenty, leaving you in this dimly lit, dark space.
Frick.
Yeah, he's been very safe himself at the moment.
Rayloff, you are now sitting next to Curd and Seabiscuit and just thinking about what's happened as Tara, you approach Briar at the stern, and within about 10 feet of him, he just like tilts his head.
Would you care for a chat, my dear?
If you want to talk, yeah, I can do with a chat.
Step forward.
Oh God.
I'll step next to his side.
And you step up, and he just looks off in the distance and leans into you.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It is.
It's absolutely inspiring.
In what way? Do you hear more often, or?
And you just see his eyes turn to you.
I'll turn.
You don't look inspired.
No.
You chase the light.
And
This
that
is
is
me
where we're going
smiling.
to end tonight's episode and come back
Okay.
to this next week.
So, okay, cool. No biggie, let me just...
No biggie. Shit. What a what a fucking roller coaster.
You know what, DM? I thought you were going to go slightly psycho and bring it back round, but you didn't. Now he's a full psycho. Nice one. Theron did ultimately say he'd look after him, so I suppose I've got to keep some kind of dead promise that I made.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
I'm a
In
stick
terms-
with a foot in the air, or maybe more. Yes, I do.
I will.
Like every turn you fuck up Theron's mind, I'm like.
All right. Well.
Play the wrong
So we
switch
just got
again.
into my enemies category.
Well, I will say, just as we are calling it to a close, we do have a new follower, Jack Eaton. Thank you very much for following. Hope you're enjoying it, and yeah, thank you. But with all of that said and done, thank you very much for watching. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time.